Hello, welcome to the 2024 Cherry Blossom Bonspiel here at the Potomac Curling Club at the National Capital Curling Center right outside of Washington, D.C. I am Mindy Carlson, and I am joined by
Michael Ray.
Devin Brower.
Excellent. And they will be commentating, and I will not be. On Sheet A today, we're going to feature Broomstones Martin versus Team Grabowski. On Sheet B, we're going to have Sticks and Stones versus P-Town Kittens. On Sheet C, we'll have Dunnam 1 Scott against Dudt. And then on Sheet D, we'll have Plan B versus Bouthillet.
Excellent. So looks like we're finishing up the toss on B, so our feature sheet will be starting momentarily. So on our feature sheet this afternoon, we will have the P-Town Kittens, which curl out of either Pittsburgh or Potomac curling clubs, versus Sticks and Stones, which looks like is just curling out of Potomac. So it's a lot of hometown faces for this matchup.
I'm going to go on record that P-Town Kittens is probably one of the better names of the spiel. Creative.
P-Town, that's not like a, I thought, in our community, in my community, that's a reference for Provincetown, but I don't know.
I'm going to guess that since it's Pittsburgh and Potomac.
Oh, I see.
Two P's, Kittens, where that comes from, who knows?
All right, so we are off. It looks like the P-Town Kittens have the hammer in this first end, and they will be throwing the yellow stones, and Sticks and Stones will be throwing the red. So is it right on our... Yep.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So it looks like that may have finished up still being a guard.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's biting, at least from here.
It's always tough to tell with the camera angles, the overhead house cameras, but...
Team did do a scrape in between this draw and the earlier one, so we'll see what the ice looks like. It was previously curling quite a bit.
Yeah, it was curling a lot this morning as well when our team played. Jamie's thrown his first stone. Looks to be pretty good. Should finish nicely back house.
Yeah, it's back 8.
Okay. Interesting to choose to come around the center guard for their first rock, given that they have the hammer, but going a little deep gives an opportunity for
something to sit on.
Sticks and Stones to draw one on top of it, shrink the scoring area. Which looks like they have done a pretty good job of
that.
So Janice will be happy with that. How many people do we have watching?
Looks like we've got 4.
Currently 4 viewers.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Friday afternoon. Maybe lunch break at work.
Oh yeah, I forget that it's
It's
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, feels like it's Saturday. And Mindy, you'll keep an eye on the chat in case we have
Oh yeah, absolutely.
anyone enter.
So far we're seeing a consistent line here.
Yeah, everything's finished within a rock of the center line. Janice will be content to follow that. Be even closer to the pin.
So I'm just going to follow
Stacy's first shot.
Follow it on down.
It's definitely taking a wider path than the others, but if the weight's close, it will finish.
Yeah, looks like staying pretty wide.
Yeah, just a little bit hot.
Got a lively bunch here in the warm room.
Yeah, for a 1:30 on a on a Friday.
Well, I just worked in the bar, and I can tell you that they have all had a lot to drink.
So you're the reason.
I am. I'm a heavy pour. I'm generous.
Yeah, I heard that the drink that I got was born at this year's Child's. Is that correct?
That is correct. The Giselle.
What a fun fact.
Which is a mix of limoncello and champagne. Apparently named after one of the participants from this year's Elizabeth Child's Challenge.
Yeah, she was the second on my team.
Oh.
So we were drinking heavily. And it seemed like a good idea.
It was good. I enjoyed it.
It's a common theme in curling.
It
Throwing
seemed like
rocks.
a good idea. It's going to be my next team name.
Yeah. It's a good idea at the time.
I think just about every rock has been down this line, so see how that factors in here as we continue through the game.
This one looks really good.
It's a little heavy.
It's going to tap the yellow a little, but it's definitely going to be in a great spot. A lot of rocks in the house, but they're all behind the tee.
Just starting Vice rocks.
No, that's seconds rocks.
Oh, is it second still?
Still
Yeah.
second. This one's catching the curl early. Might be on the guard. We'll just get it
Just
around,
by,
but
yeah.
unfortunately it's going to actually curl past the one in the forefoot as well. Yellow sitting second, third, and fourth shot.
Yeah, looks like it.
So if they can just deal with that one red that's in the back of the forefoot, they'll
Definitely
be
an
in a great
opportunity
spot.
to chip it out. Looks like they're just going to draw down.
Yeah, Sticks and Stones from Potomac will be content to just freeze another one on top of that red, lock up the pin. This one might be a little light as well. Gonna finish
Just over curl just a little bit.
just biting the 12 foot.
Push that other one in, though, so it is a true biter now.
Yep. I think they'll be happy with that result. Makes getting that red in the forefoot out a lot more difficult because the only side that is exposed is the side that is definitely going to jam on
Lots of
some
jam
rocks.
opportunities.
Kristy wants him gone.
Yeah. Probably a very wise decision to eliminate at least one of them. If you can move both and roll your shooter a little, we'll be happy with that. All right, so Jacki's first rock is away. It's already curling quite a bit.
Yeah, looks like it's just a little light out of the hand.
Yeah, just maybe not anticipating just how much curl there will be.
Might have been the first time we've actually been to the left of the center line.
Yeah, I think you're right. So Carol's second rock.
Just get a little tap there on the top red. Looks like yellow's still 2-3.
Right. Looks like Kristy is abandoning the peel the guard strategy in favor of trying to draw. Line's pretty good.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's coming back.
If anything, it needs to curl.
Yep.
Oh, and it'll just push it behind a little bit further back in the forefoot. It will still be shot rock. And for those that are watching that may be interested in some of the action on our non-feature sheets, we will try and keep you updated, at least on the scores from the other sheets and the other games that are happening. We just have the camera set up for most of the action to be shown from sheet B. So
I can show a house shot of all of them whenever you want me to.
okay,
Cool.
Great. I'm so glad that you're here operating because I don't know how to do any of that.
We would be lost.
I mean, Ken Clark set it
Yes.
up to be pretty easy, but yeah, there's a couple of nuances that are sometimes tricky.
Yeah, huge kudos to resident tech expert Ken Clark, who programmed all of this.
Looks like this one's running heavy and just go right through that hole.
Yep. Right through everything, so it didn't change anything.
Opportunity for yellow to draw down on top of red.
Yeah, it's probably too late for them to try and peel with the way that those guards are positioned right now. So
Let me give
Kristy.
everybody a shot of the houses while Kristy's running down the ice.
oh yeah, I like this view. Lots of guards on D, it looks like.
That is a lot of guards.
Is there one or two red rocks in the forefoot? I don't
There's
have my
two.
glasses.
Two.
Okay.
There's 2 in the forefoot, and then over on sheet C, it looks like red is also sitting 3.
Wow.
And then over on sheet A, it looks like red is sitting 1 for the time being.
So red is doing well across the board at the moment.
That was evidently the color to get.
That was.
3 out of 4 sheets got a lot of rocks in play.
Go back to our feature sheet.
This one's also curling quite a bit. You want to be careful.
It's got to come back a lot. Looks like it's coming now.
Oh yeah, look
Just
at that.
a little bit. Oh yeah, shot. Maybe stuck
It-
outside
Yeah,
a little bit
it
too
really
much.
bent at the end. It will stick around for a shot. Unfortunately, it did kind of chip off a little bit and will still be positioned behind the tee line. So Janice is going to try to freeze one on there or bury one top 4 behind those guards.
Sheet A just posted a score of 1 for red
Okay, so that's 1
for
for
Broomstones Martin.
Broomstones Martin. So Janice's last draw was a little heavy. She'll probably look to throw slightly less here.
That looks good. Sweeper's getting on it. Starting to curl now.
The line does look good if they can hold it.
Get it by. Yeah, it's going to be close.
Oh, look at that.
Wow. Excellent shot. Perfect.
That is a great shot from Janice. Red's sitting 2 now,
Yeah.
I think. So she even pushed that other yellow behind. Kristy will still have the pin. She'll need every bit of it to get a score here.
Let me go to all houses because there was a big hit on C that took out 2 of red stones. They had been sitting 4. And it looks like they're going to score 2. 2 for red.
2 for Scott Dunnam and team. All right, Kristy just threw this shot, and she basically needs to repeat that exact same thing.
Weight looks close out of the hand.
90% of the rocks in this end have gone on that line.
They definitely have.
So it might be.
Looks like it's starting to move.
I mean, go with the line that you know, right?
Yep. It is
Gotta get
moving. See if they can
top
hold
red.
it.
Oh, looks like.
Oh, it is just going to wreck, but can they? It did take a little spin at the end, but I'm not sure it was enough. So I
Definitely
think
it's
red.
2 red.
I think it's going to be a steal of 2
close.
for Potomac Sticks and Stones.
Yeah,
Looks
2.
like 2
I
red.
think they decided 2 red for sticks and stones. All right, all sheets.
Yeah, we don't have a score hung yet on D, but they are starting the second end, so.
It was either 1 or 2 for
Okay.
red.
Yeah, so red across the board.
All right, first rock, second end. Looks like she's going for center line guard. I'm always very impressed with stick curlers, and they're just some of them are just so good.
Yeah, it's really hard to find that finesse draw weight. I think it typically is a little easier to hit with a stick. But yeah, they'll be showing us some skills.
Definitely a little bit harder to judge weight as a sweeper. You got somebody throwing with the stick.
Yeah, it can be. Got plenty on it. It'll finish up back 4, back 8.
Yep.
Shot rock for the moment. See if Janice wants to. Looks like she's
Tap it
calling
back.
for a lightweight takeout just to tap it out of the rings. Not taking a whole lot of ice, which
Yeah, it's a little bit surprising.
I'm hoping that they're throwing at least like a bumper weight because it will move. It's already off to the races.
She tapped her heel, so she was asking for hack.
It's just going to clip that top red. Spill out.
One of them
Shooter
is
sticks
done.
around.
Calling for a hit, I believe. No. Looks like they're drawing.
Definitely draw weight.
It was difficult because where the broom was, it could have been either.
Yeah. Top house.
Nice sweeping.
Yeah. It's a pretty good spot.
It's a good line call.
Sets up pretty much a nose double, but there's quite a bit of space between those two yellow rocks, so it's not a gimme by any means. Either way, Janice is content to ask Stacy to give it a go.
Looks to be a bit wide.
Over on sheet D, red finally posted a score of 1. Oh, and that's going to flash.
Unfortunately, yeah, it's going to slip by. We'll see what Kristy chooses to call here. It's like sitting 2 already. Looks like she might be asking for a freeze on that corner red, which is not a bad call at all. Yellow really wanting to score here with the hammer for the second end in a row.
Yeah, looks like just light.
Yeah, it's really curling. They may be able to get a piece of the rings. It's going to be way out there if they do.
That curled a ton.
Definitely did.
Yeah, especially when we've been, using the scraper to nip. It really does make a difference, the amount of curl that you get. And it will also be very sensitive to lighter handles, any sort of debris that it picks up as well, more so than usual.
So red's just trying to draw down center yellow, but looks a little bit light out of hand.
Yeah, it's going to be on the top yellow, which will at least push it behind the tee. I believe yellow is still shot.
We're up to 14 whole viewers.
Wow.
Excellent.
Welcome, everyone. Some of the teams that played earlier today, a lot of teams that played yesterday just have one game today, or headed to DC to go see some museums, see cherry blossoms.
Yeah,
naturally, might want to do that if you're playing in a spiel with the name.
Well, this is one of the few years where we've actually had the Bonspiel, and it's overlapped with Peak Blossom downtown.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, it's a little chilly for my taste today and a little windy, but if you're into flowers like that, sure.
It's called layers.
I have some cherry blossoms in my neighborhood, so I don't feel the need to go see the ones in DC.
That is the hard part. If you live in the area,
yeah,
you go see it once, and then you just see what's around in your local neighborhood and call it good.
Carol Voss throwing second stones.
I want to say Carol Voss has a stone on sheet B, but it might be a yellow one. But it'd be pretty cool if she was throwing her own stone.
That would be hilarious.
Try to get a look
and
at
that could be
when
why
they're-
they changed the lineup, because Stacy Slette was supposed to be their second, and Carol was supposed to be the vice. And Stacy is throwing vice, and Carol is second.
Jacki Temple's first rock. So Jacki curls out of the Pittsburgh Curling Club. I met her several years ago at a bonspiel that we hosted, and I just adore her as a human being and a curler. She's also a very talented artist. If you want to check out her paintings and other fun art, you can find her Facebook page. It's Jacki Temple, so I'll give her a shout out.
Look at that, sharing the love.
I'm just so impressed by people who have talents that I do not.
Me too.
Same, yep.
At some point later, we'll have to plug Mindy's book. Just drop a link in the chat.
That's right. Yep. Purchase on Amazon.
That's right. Her Dying Day.
A comedic mystery.
Looks like Reg is looking to run back to yellow. Don't you get both? It's nose.
It's gonna
Wow.
Just bite.
just biting in the back, but still a great result for red.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Kristy wants it gone, I think. Oh, no. She's still thinking about it.
I feel like there
Nope,
is.
she wants it gone.
Yeah, she wants that one gone. I feel like there is a double on the two reds. It's a little flat, but I think it's there. But she'll be content to just get rid of one and flop in front of the other yellow.
Kind of a slow handle.
Yeah,
not
and
much
that's the
rotation.
kind of handle that will definitely catch a lot of curl. If they had gotten up a bit
go right through
sooner,
the
it
port.
may have
Yeah.
gotten that
Oh,
double
man.
that I was looking at. But
Yeah.
it'll still be, well, it might be there for Kristy.
Let me give you some house views while Janice is making her strategy decisions. Sheet C, 4 reds,
A lot of red,
a lot of red, and then
nothing else.
nothing else there. Sheet D, yellow is sitting 1. Sheet A, yellow is sitting 3 for the moment, and now they are sitting 1. Great takeout hit by Brimstone's Martin.
Carol Voss is doing a striptease for us.
She-
She threw her hat at me a second ago, and then she just shed her vest, which is actually a lovely vest.
It's very shiny.
Yeah, the inside, it must be like a heat
Yeah.
something, not infrared.
Like I said, it's all about layers.
Yeah, she would be fine going to the cherry blossoms.
Yeah, she is equipped. Sweepers are calling back 12 on this one, which
Looks like it's coming down.
they make a little tap on that top red. Stacy sweeping. Looks like it's going to be between.
Top 4. T.
Yeah,
Not bad.
right at T. Oh my gosh, almost smack
It's a
on.
nice little like equilateral triangle of reds.
Say that geometry is not my forte, so.
I should say the only reason I know that is from quilting, not from geometry.
Quilting?
Yeah, I got into quilting a couple of years ago, and
COVID, perhaps?
Yeah, it was a COVID.
Yeah.
COVID self-taught, thanks to YouTube, and some of the quilt block patterns oftentimes will use triangles shaped like that.
Are you following? I think it's Rose City Quilts. It's this guy who is a quilter, and he does a community quilt, and people send him like 2 or 3 different squares of fabrics.
Oh, and he pieces them together?
And he pieces them together, and he rolls a D20, a 20-sided dice, and has 20 different block patterns in this binder, and so he kind of randomly gets
I
a
love that.
block,
Yeah,
and then
that's
he
cool.
cuts it out and sews it together, and then at the end he has this big, huge quilt, and then he sort of auctions it off for charity.
Oh, that's awesome.
People are so creative.
Yeah, I've seen like often with crochet and knitting, they'll have like temperature blankets based on like the temperature of a given day. Will choose the color that you use for that row.
I think that's more commitment than I can handle.
Yeah, it is. It's a year-long commitment.
All right. Yellow's going for the hit.
It's gonna get.
Spilled.
It's gonna get one of them.
Cleared off the backing.
Red still 1-2.
She did keep the shooter though, which is great, and there is an open double on those two reds right now. So red's gonna want to make sure that they either block that or put another one in there that without leaving a triple.
Hard to tell if they're going for a guard or
Yeah, or draw behind.
draw.
I can't.
The line is either, looks like.
I also saw, back to quilting just for a second, I also saw someone make a quilt where the shape that they used for that block was based on the amount of activity that they had done that day. It was like a weight loss quilt. And I was like, that's a great idea. But
That's
mine would just be the
amazing.
tiny circles every day because I'm not active. But
At least you're honest with
You
Yeah.
yourself.
curl. You curl a lot.
I do.
All right, it's definitely.
I like the line on it a
I
lot.
like it a lot.
And I don't hate tapping the red a little.
Yeah, tapping it back a little bit.
Yeah, tap it back a little. Don't leave a triple.
Gonna roll just a little bit.
Well, I don't
Kinda
think there's a
dangerous.
triple. I don't think there's a triple. There is an open hit for one.
There is a slight double in there. I mean, you'd have to hit it just right.
Yeah, you could double out. Unfortunately,
Still, you're
that
still just gonna
third,
get
yeah,
one.
that third red in there would still be your second counter.
Yeah.
So I think they'll try that open hit for one.
Oh, I missed what happened on C. I didn't. There was a significant number of red in there, and I don't know if yellow drew
Oh,
in
yeah, I
for the
missed it.
steal.
Sweeble.
Well,
To
we'll
wait
Looks like
rely on
red
posted.
did score. They're throwing first. Unclear how many.
Waiting for your score to get posted on D.
All right, the rock is away.
Over on sheet
Not
A,
curling.
yellow scored 1.
Hit and spill out.
Yeah. She will get rid of one, so it will be another steal of 2 for red. Perhaps just a little more weight or didn't get as much curl as they anticipated.
All right, I'm going to go to all sheets. Red, helpfully, oh, wait, red got 1 on sheet C. That brings them up to 3-0, and I don't have a score yet on D.
I do like that the Team Sticks and Stones have these little neck scarves that
Oh, I didn't even notice that before.
I can't tell if it's a cherry blossom, but it's definitely cherry blossom-esque.
Theme is on point.
I don't know if I know how to schedule it. It's just if you could write out the instructions.
All right, so first shot for Sticks and Stones. It's going to sail
heavy.
through. Let's see if Kristy and the P-Town Kittens can generate some offense here in the third end. I think she's calling for Jamie to draw in the side of the tee line.
No, he just told me the colors.
Really curling.
Yeah, it's current a lot.
It's going to finish as a guard, which it is a very wide guard, but still a usable stone for them.
Looks like red's just gonna draw down the corner as well. Speed a little bit wide. Probably back house, if not through.
It's the first time I've seen Jamie's pre-shot routine. He spins the rock in front of the hack for what seems like maybe 20 rotations.
Wow,
I don't
that's
know,
impressive.
Quite a bit, and he just watches it until it stops, and then that's when he gets into his squat.
And maybe get 3-4 rotations. That's about it. If anything more, it just shoots off to the side or hits the hack and squirms away.
So Jamie's second rock, finished top 8.
Still waiting for a score to get posted from the second end on D.
And it turns out I had the colors reversed, but today is one red, plan B is yellow.
Okay. Yes, Plan B has cool t-shirts.
Yeah, they do.
Trying to figure out what the letters on the back of their shirts
Are they
stand
names?
for. Yeah, tried to figure it out last night watching stream, but not smart enough.
So Kristy asking to draw open, T-line. Do we know if yellow is shot or is red shot right now?
Looks like it's
Pretty
yellow.
It's
close.
really close.
I think it's yellow by a hair, if I had to make a bet. I'm assuming that Kristy may also believe that, given she's asking for this one to be wide open. This looks pretty good.
Just overswept a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit, but still in the house, so. And that yellow, or that red rock is exposed, so.
This one coming in hot.
It's like,
It's actually going to over curl.
yeah, wow. That moved a lot at the end.
The wave was pretty good to tap that yellow back, and
That's what we call a trip hazard. Not necessarily out of play, but
Not fun.
not fun.
ankle biter.
Yep. Looks like the score got posted on D, so it looks like yellow scored 2 the second end.
2 for Plan B in the second. This one's good. I like that depth.
Yeah, leave it high. That's a good call.
Shot rock. It is wide open, but it's tough to get a good roll to sit shot behind anything. Oh, I see the letters on the shirts that you're talking about.
Yeah.
IKHTTAFG. Oh, this is going to be a fun game. Let's see.
Like I said, trying to figure it out last night.
Maybe I
Unsuccessful.
know how.
I have to ask them on this.
I know how
100%. To take a The F
fun.
may be a swear word.
Fun. I'm gonna say fun.
We're a PG broadcast.
That's right. I did read through the materials that were sent through the volunteers that were.
Good job.
Very helpful. They were very helpful.
Yeah.
Naomi and I did our best last night, but when Rob Young fell, I do not know what I said. Because he fell right across
All
three
those
stones.
rocks. Yeah, I saw
Ooh.
that. That looked painful. I wonder how that feels today.
He said he's fine. He said it looked worse than it was, and he didn't actually hit his ribs on that rock,
That's
which is what it looked like from here.
I'll have to.
Handles and ribs sounds painful.
I'll have to go back and watch the replay of that.
I think I stood up out of my chair. I was so shocked.
Ooh, Jacki had a little
little
slip.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's
Moving
looking
a lot.
great.
Yeah.
It's gonna probably curl to hit that red.
Line looks good for exactly that.
Might chip.
Chip and spill out.
No, it's gonna stay. Look at that.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Great
Beautiful.
recovery.
I always, some of my best shots are when I like slip falling out the hack, and I always tell, I always scream after I do it, like never give up. Like it's this moment of triumph.
That's a positive attitude.
But a lot of people tend to just panic when that happens, and I was like, you can always make something out of it.
You definitely can.
I've been pretty much at a standstill in the, near forefoot and just kind of chucked it. And
Hope and pray at that point.
yeah. All right, so yellow is definitely putting the pressure on this end.
Yep, sitting four
Sitting
comfortably.
4 with hammer, trying to draw to sit 5.
And block that very nice draw path
Yep.
Yeah.
to the button.
Yeah, because at this point, there are definitely a couple of doubles available for sticks and stones.
Definitely
but,
want to utilize your sweepers here.
Yeah.
It's a pretty quick line, and I still think we're at like 80% of all shots have been down this right side.
Much cleaner delivery from Jacki.
Sweepers just saying touch heavy.
Looks decent
Is
to
it
me.
top 8?
It is going to be biting the forefoot. Probably just outside the forefoot. Yeah.
Red's probably going to try to draw
But again,
cover here.
to Mindy's point, blocking that draw path to the one that's behind the tee. So if I am team sticks and stones, I'm going to try and figure out a way to eliminate as many as possible with one stone.
Let me do an all houses view while Janice sort of contemplates her strategy. Oh, and once again, I have missed what was on sheet A. And sheet B has an entire quarry in the house.
Yeah. The yellow rock quarry.
That's right.
Sheet D has quite a bit too.
Yep.
It's been a common theme this
Yeah,
draw.
A lot of rocks in play on sheet
But it looks
D.
like D is sitting, looks like red.
Yep, red
A
one.
shot.
Scott Dunnam's team continuing to apply the pressure to Team Dutt.
Yeah, it looks like
Sitting
they're
4
1 through 4.
behind some guards too.
We went to the junior bonspiel up in Philly, and Dutt, the lady, part of the women's team, donated her jersey, as her coat, as part of the raffle for the youth.
Oh, that's cool.
That's nice.
And Freya won.
Oh, very
Oh,
nice.
really?
So I'm waiting for
Nice.
Freya to show up after school with her Team Dutt coat.
That's awesome. Well,
Red's
might
definitely
get
going to
2
make
of 'em.
contact here.
Well, moved 3, but only got rid of 1.
Yellow is still sitting 3.
Yeah, yellow's still sitting 3. They have an opportunity to draw to that red and tap it. I think you can see some of it behind that guard, but they don't need to try that on this one. They probably want to try to block that easy double or even the freeze to the one that's behind the tee, although that is risky for Janice at this point in the end with only 1 rock left.
So Kristy's going to throw her first skip stone.
Sounds like she's calling for a guard.
Over on sheet D, yellow, just coming into your shot. And oh my gosh, I think it picked because it just took a massive curl.
Yeah, that swung real hard.
Yep. And now they're calling for the slash.
There are 11
maybe,
rocks.
I
So
don't
many
know.
rocks behind the tee.
I mean, just aim anywhere.
Yep.
there.
You have backing.
So much backing.
One looks to be a bit heavy.
Yeah, just want to make sure here that they're not going to leave a pocket behind the tee.
Tap back there.
Oh, just a
Which
little rub.
may be what happens. So an opportunity here for Janice to really apply the pressure.
Nice
when
pocket
it's
to sit on.
been pretty commanding end for yellow. If she can either hit that one that just kind of chipped off of the one in the top house and slipped behind the tee and then sit in front of the other one, or even just draw down to them, would really be a good outcome for them.
It's like sheet A, yellow scored 3?
Is it up there?
The third end, yeah.
It's 4 to
4-1.
1.
Okay. Excellent job for them. And they already have 2 in the house on this next round.
All right.
All right.
Janice's final rock is away.
Sweeper's getting on it for line.
Looks pretty
It's
good.
got a lot of weight. Probably
Yeah, it's going to nestle
Oh,
right in there.
that's unfortunate.
exposed.
It just ticked off of the one that was in the back 4 and rolled open.
Too
So
heavy.
how many can they get here if they're able to remove that one?
Yeah, so
At
it looks
least
like it'd
4 if they keep
They
the
hit
shooter.
nose, yep.
Maybe 5. I don't think 6.
One over on sheet C. Red is sitting 5 currently.
Wow, it seems like every time we
And
look
they're-
over there, they're sitting 5.
Right? Well, and this is yellow has hammer. They're about to throw their hammer stone. And they're going to see how they can get one.
Yeah, they've got a very tough draw, but it looks like they're going to try it.
Over on D, red scored, but I don't know how much, if it was 1 or 2. So I'm waiting for them to put up the score.
All right, here comes hammer.
This one's
Nice
hanging a
curl.
bit. It's pretty good.
It's nose.
Yeah, great
Great
shot.
shot.
All right, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
Potentially 5.
I think 5.
Ooh. Are they going to measure?
Feels like 5. But
Feels like.
yeah, as I caress it.
Feels like it could be 5. Well, they decided something.
All right, so the hammer on C is just away. Looks like they're electing to try this in-off rather than the draw that I was mentioning before.
It's probably going to be nose.
Oh, Yeah, just overcurled a little too much.
Too much.
A great effort, though.
Oh, and
that
they just
5
put up
red?
5 for yellow on sheet B.
All right. It's productive end.
Wow. Oh, and we have a score on D as well.
Oof.
5
Yeah.
to 2 now in favor of Team Red.
Yeah, they got a lot more than just 1 or 2.
Yeah.
She played against them at the Dykes in Pittsburgh
Oh, yeah?
about a month ago. Yeah.
And then it was 5 for Dunnam on C. Big scoring
Wow.
end.
Get this over the hog line, just over and up. Nice center line guard.
I find that especially with the extra curl that you get, it's a lot harder to execute on a center line guard, especially one that is in the no-tick zone, touching the center line.
Definitely.
So that's a really nice shot.
Sweeper's getting on this red. Line looks good.
It's going to peek out the other side, I think,
just
a
a little
little.
Solid shot.
Yeah.
Kristy trying to decide if she wants to, what she wants to do about that red rock. She would like it to not be there.
Yeah. Should probably like to distract them and just kind of kick it to the back area here where the rocks sit and pretend like it was never there.
Smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
People throwing things
bags.
across.
Double bag is
Oh,
going to
the double
sheet A.
Yeah, so for those that may be watching, there are a couple of prizes up for grabs in this draw, which is across all 4 sheets. Anytime a double takeout is made or a draw to the button is made, you can go and collect a brown bag with, I'm not sure what's in it.
I think it's just
the secret.
got stuffing
Like
in there.
T-shirts, I think.
Oh,
So,
nice.
yeah, so we got the
Oh, did you? Humble brag.
well, it was Doug. It wasn't
By
me.
the way.
But played in the last draw just for this one, and Doug got one to the pin.
Ooh.
Potomac shirt out of it.
Nice.
A little bit of swag.
We, at one point this morning, had both of them and ended up with none.
It's all about the timing.
Yep.
We do the same thing for the juniors, and it is very interesting to see. There are some juniors whose motivation is to win the actual curling game, and there are some juniors whose motivation it is to
Box
win the
and shout box.
That's right. That's all they want is what it's in there. They
Yeah.
do not care about the rest of the
Yeah.
game. Their strategy is just to hit that button.
First draw yesterday, it's opening day of the Bonspiel. Team got what I called the trifecta. They won the game and got both bags. So
Yeah, that's the holy trinity.
yeah.
I don't know about how fast this one is going. I mean, they're not.
It's gonna curl. Yep. Here it goes.
Interesting sweeping
bit
technique
heavy.
from Jamie.
Hit and roll under.
It's like he's just flicking the lint out of the way.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm not sure I've ever seen that.
His version of a clean, maybe.
Get a room. Giving his wife, Kristy, a congratulations hug.
I'm still baffled by these letters on Plan B's shirts.
I'm gonna figure it out. We will figure it out before this broadcast ends.
IKHTTAFD.
I know how to
to-
find.
There's 2 T's, right?
There's
Oh.
2 T.
Yes, there's 2 T's. Oh, just bare flash. Oh,
it's different.
IKW. I know
TFB?
where to.
I know where
HT.
the.
I wonder if it has to do
Oh wait,
with their
I bet it's like I bet the TFB part is the effing broom.
It's probably broom. I think their lead had a G on there, so maybe something about a guard.
There's no
Oh,
Y,
the H,
right?
so hold. I know where to hold.
Okay,
The
we're
effing
getting there.
the fun broom.
Yeah.
We're gonna get this.
I know where.
So I see our beer is available again on tap. We had a moment where we ran out of CO2,
Oh.
and so none of the beer was coming out
That
of
feels
kegs.
important.
Yeah.
And Kevin White, who is in charge of the bar for this Bonspiel, ran from the building and went and got us more CO2 and came
Did
back
he-
in record time.
Did he take it out of the atmosphere? Because we could use that.
Well, we have enough NASA scientists here that we
Yeah.
probably could.
I think I just solved the climate crisis.
The EPA is just down the road. They're
Yeah.
excited for this finding.
Drink more beer, save the planet.
That should be
I am
a
not
t-shirt.
doing my part. I apologize.
New merch.
This
Every
yellow
time I
sticks
see
around.
letters like that are clearly an acronym for something, I'm like, okay, what Taylor Swift
It's a-
song is
oh,
it?
gosh.
Because, like, the Swifties like to elaborate the long,
Absolutely. So some of you know that I ran a preschool for 14 years, and I went in to substitute teach a couple of weeks ago, and I had a 4-year-old ask me, Miss Mindy, are you a Swiftie? And so yes, I am a Swiftie, and I told her what, because Taylor Swift is very kind and hardworking, and she shares her talents with everybody.
Yeah.
And she sort of squinted at me and she said, I'm going to make you a friendship bracelet. So she went off to where the friendship bracelet stuff is in the Montessori classroom.
Yeah, the friendship bracelet. I think it's broader than just the Swifties now. I don't even know if they started it, but I know the Jonas Brothers had that during their tour last year.
I mean, they were very popular in the late 80s, early 90s when I was growing up. We used to make them for people, and it was mostly just like embroidery thread that you knotted in very specific ways.
Yes,
We
I
did
remember
not have
doing some
the-
of that. But they now they put songs on them and stuff.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
words and stuff like that, which I think is really cute,
I think
really
it's fun.
clever.
It's amazing what circles back in fashion and trends.
I actually went to the Fall Out Boy concert in Baltimore on Wednesday
No
for
way.
my birthday, and there were some bracelets there as well. And I was like, oh, I should have made some. But my inner emo kid from high school was living his best
You
life.
could put emo and knitting together.
That's right.
Quilting, emo and quilting.
Great shot by Ryan.
That was a
Yeah, that was
beautiful
a nice-
double bag.
It
Oh.
didn't quite go out.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Stacy was standing in my line of view. I didn't see that there was another stone there.
Haven't seen the bags move in a little bit.
Somebody told a good joke.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a lot of laughter going on.
CO2's back. So
Every time I'm at work in the office and I hear someone like that laughing in a conference room or something, I always my go-to joke is, "Oh, they must have hired a clown."
Jess, I also loved the friendship bracelets at the Child. I sat down and made a few for my teammates.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I think it was Olivia brought like all of her friendship bracelet making stuff, like all of these beads and different stuff. Yeah, it was a fun activity.
Friendship bracelets have completely revived and revitalized the local Michaels and Joanne businesses.
Nice nose hit.
Although most people probably just bought them on Amazon.
That's true.
Right. I mean, you have to make them yourself. You have to like imbue them
Well,
with
yeah,
your
but you
own.
can probably buy the kits or
Oh,
the materials.
The kits, no man, you gotta go. You gotta painstakingly
Yeah.
buy all the different embroidery.
No, I think they should buy
thread.
clay and hand make the beads, bake them.
Right, it has to be bespoke.
Yeah.
All right, relax over there.
Actually, you could probably make one that looks like a curling stone with a couple different grays. That would be cute.
Oh, that'd be really cute.
Oh, my next project.
Anytime I go through a Joann's or a Michael's, I'm very impressed on the range of products, and then I also think about who makes this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, who thinks up? You know what we need to do? This.
And I need to make 100,000 of them.
Well, the Woo Bowls, they're very popular. The little crochet, like
Oh,
amigurumi.
yes.
Because that was on Shark Tank.
I saw them on Shark Tank, and I was like, oh, but I'd already like seen them before that, and I was like, why are they like they're doing
Yeah.
fine, but
Well, now they're really doing fine.
yeah, now they're extra fine.
All right, curling.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
I thought that we were just on a podcast talking about crafts.
I mean, that is my next career right
First
there.
of Skipped Rocks here on sheet B. Going for nose takeout. Line looks to be good. Ooh.
Oh no!
Crash on yellow. That's the thing about
Uh-oh.
curling. You were off by a couple
Uh-oh.
millimeters and
Jacki is cringing.
very
'cause
different result.
She's afraid that she should have left them off of that so that it curled a bit more.
Yeah. Well, hindsight is always 20/20.
Yep.
Sure is.
I'm gonna go to an all houses view while Jan talks about her strategy.
We could also provide a Carol Voss update. She has put her best back on. And
She must have been
she's-
chilly.
Yep. So red sitting first and third. Yellow sitting second and fourth. If she can hit this one and flop kind of so there's a line of 3 reds, it's a big roll, but that wouldn't be terrible as long as it's
What weight
front
would you
of the
come at
tee.
that with?
Well, primary goal, I would definitely want to make sure I got rid of that yellow
Yep.
so that I'm sitting to after the shot. If I roll out, I roll out. Would love to keep the shooter. I would throw a normal weight takeout.
Yeah, it's pretty far away to roll.
Also a chance that if he just knows it, you may get the back one as well. Don't need to, as it's 4th shot, but
So you come up with plan A, B, C through Z usually in amateur curling. Sheet C looks like Team Dunnam's just taking out rocks. City 2.
Yep, and Team Dutt now has their hammer. They will try and score 1.
It's going to hit. How much is it going to roll?
well, they
Wow.
got
Not a bad result.
they got sort of a double. The rock is technically still in play, but it is
Not
out of the
scoring,
rings. That's a pretty good result. It does leave a draw path for Kristy to freeze, which would be great.
Yeah, they.
It is dangerous, though, because there's a lot of red rocks in there.
If
and
you miss this,
if you miss it light, you miss it heavy.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
But I like this call. I might like coming the other way, even though it seems like not a natural draw path, just because you do have a little more wiggle room with that other back red that if you could
That's
always
true.
come
At least
to that
cut it
one.
down.
Has anyone gone that way in the past, like 5-6 stones?
I don't think so.
I mean, so it'd be really frosty. It'd be really
Yeah.
hard
Draw.
to figure out what your
Yeah,
weight
it's a
should
bit of a
be.
guess, which if you do think it may be frosty, you know, throw a little bit more and then use the back one. But this is a perfectly Good shot.
Update on C. Looks like yellow scored.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I think just one.
They got their dignity
They
point.
got their one. Now begins their climb
Look at this
back.
rock going sideways into.
Yeah. Great shot.
Amazing.
Great shot.
Button back. Did you hear somebody yell
Yes,
button
that
back?
was
On
Jacki.
my
Where is it? Oh, stealing it from,
priorities.
grabbing it from A, it looks like.
Jamie
There it is.
on the spot.
Really nice draw from Kristy. It's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough for them to score here. They need to move that yellow because they
Yeah.
can't.
Pretty
drawing
heavy
to
draw
it does
here.
not
See,
get
it's.
them.
I mean, there's
Well,
space.
yeah.
There's space to move it back. But you
Yeah,
have to
they
be
would love to
real
be able to get
precise.
that out of the forefoot and get two.
Yeah. Thin with good amount of weight. Chip it out.
Looks like she's trying to throw some weight with that broom.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that it's going to, if you do hit it thin enough to push it out of the forefoot, it's going to jam on that other red and your shooter will roll, so you'll still get one anyway.
Yeah.
And if you are only playing for one, it might be easier just to throw that heavy draw, but Janice is going to prove me wrong.
That's why she's the skip.
I mean, I have played against her several times, and
Be wide.
she could make incredible hits and draws. I mean, absolutely
It's just gonna flash.
unbelievable.
Yeah, that one had
Oh.
a lot of rotation on it, so it may have
That and the jinx
resisted
of the
some
commentator.
yeah,
So one yellow.
my fault, definitely.
My fault. I told her, but she could
when you
throw
watch-
incredible draws.
Watch sports and they bring up that statistic where it's like, oh, this person hasn't missed a field goal in
Oh, I
X
know.
number of kicks, and then they miss it, and you're like,
Except for now.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like they've started doing it on purpose. Like, even the commentators will mention the jinx now.
Right. So I think on sheet D, yellow scored because I believe red. Or no. I think red scored. I think yellow has hammer, but they haven't posted any. They haven't posted their new score yet.
That's correct.
I mean, what is their vice doing?
I know.
Their vice has a job.
You have one job.
Oh, here we go. Look. Ask and you shall receive.
Ah, yay!
There's a score, a steal of one.
Am I being piped in on the,
Might
on the
be
sound
back
system
there.
in there? Because that was uncanny.
Get your act together.
You had one job.
All right, so I think we're all the scores have been hung through 4 with the exception of the feature sheet, but we know what that result was because we watched it, so.
Just going to draw underneath. Saying it's up, potentially through the house. Oh, wow, that took a nosedive.
It's a really nice draw, though.
Really,
Wow.
yeah, nice.
Great setup with through
Well done,
oh,
James.
button bag. They will maintain possession or retain possession.
Yeah, it's still around.
Yep.
Yeah, after he released it, he said it was heavy. And
Well, it
Came
was
down.
perfect.
yep. Red's looking for a takeout here.
Oh, they just
Ooh,
missed it.
And then jammed on the back red. It's close.
Still got rid of that center guard, so that was good.
Lots of good jokes going around.
I know.
Or somebody hired a clown.
Stand up comic. Somebody testing some new material.
Testing all of the beers.
I've always wanted to do stand up.
Oh, why haven't you?
I enjoy telling stories, but I don't enjoy speaking in front of people.
Well,
a
then
problem,
the
bud.
podcast medium is for you.
Well, like I can talk, like it's not live, right? So you can always just go back and edit. But like
Right.
stand up, if you're bombing, you can't edit that.
No.
Coming back from that.
I hear there are medications you can try to edit
Yeah.
it out of your own brain. But yeah, no. Stand-up is terrifying. When I did my book tour, I essentially wrote like a stand-up routine. And that I performed that like at all these different bookstores.
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
It was absolutely terrifying.
What's your favorite story from your book tour?
I think my favorite books, I was in my hometown. And I was going through my spiel.
Hometown
And
of.
Charles City, Iowa.
Okay.
Go Comets.
Midwestern.
Home of the Fighting Comets.
Fighting Comets.
No, just
Oh.
it's it's just the home of the Comets. And I looked up and I realized I had like 5 of my old English teachers were in the audience from
No pressure.
no pressure from like when I was like from 2nd grade and 4th grade and like middle school and high school. And
They're asking
I'd like
for their
this,
cut of.
well, I had this flashback to when I was like 9 or 10 and I had to give a book report and I came home to my mom and I told her that learning how to talk about a book in front of people was absolute BS because when was I ever going to do such a thing for
Fast
a
forward.
living? And I was like, and here we are. And so they all had some very smug smiles on their face. I think they felt more validated by that statement than by anything else in their career. And I do not think I'm being hyperbolic about it. But yeah, that was one of my favorite stories.
That's fun. But they're very proud.
Oh yeah, they were. It was. I had like 65 people
That's awesome.
there, which is a huge crowd. Let's see. Well, yellow is sitting 3 very wide apart.
Yeah, and I
Trying to
like
maintain
that
the button
one.
bag here.
Yeah, I like that one that's on the center line, even though it is, in the house. It can still be a guard if you draw around it to the button or even back 4.
Be a short run back, but got to make it.
Yeah, it would be a short run, but it would also be the yellow that you're running. So you hear some exasperated sounds from sheet A. I didn't see what happened,
Looks like
but it
they're
looks
trying
I
to
like
think
decide to
yellow
score
is
one.
sitting 1.
yellow scored 1.
Sweepers are on this one, calling out top 8, so it looks like those
Yeah,
a little bit light.
I think it's just going to make the rings sit beside or just behind that other one.
Just behind.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either. Those are 2 stones in very usable spots. As Devin mentioned, if red gets behind them, it's a pretty short run for yellow. And it is kind of like a wall of sorts to block the draw paths, the easier draw paths on the right side of the sheet.
So take them out.
Yep,
Janice is
bumper.
calling for bumper weight here. At first, I thought she was asking to kind of just tap one behind the forefoot, which I definitely think getting rid of it is better here.
Be a bit wide.
It is a bit wide. It might come back. Yeah, it's going to come back and chip the one out.
And there it goes.
So
Yellow probably try the same thing. Yep.
yeah, we're basically in the same spot we were in before Jacki threw her last rock.
I think this is more a play to maintain the button bag more than anything.
Yeah.
I mean, priorities.
Which might got moved. I don't see it around. Trying to slide again.
Yeah, this one's not going to make the rings, but it's not a bad spot for yellow. Partially blocks shot rock.
Yeah, we'll see what she just wants to draw in.
Yeah, having those two yellows there kind of creates a little bit of a stagger.
Get this red buried underneath.
I think it's a little hot.
Yep. Back 8.
It's going to stick around, but it's not where she wanted it.
But it shot
Good
rock.
shot. Yep.
Well, it is, yes.
Shot but behind the tee line. Start of skipped rocks.
Over in sheet C, there is an incredible number of stones. I think every stone is in play on sheet C.
Maybe just one red not in play, but might be, as we called it, a trip hazard.
I mean, they didn't remove it yet, so.
Gonna add another one to the pile.
Comes Kristy with her first stone. It's a little heavy for a draw.
And outside.
It was out a little wider, which might actually help.
It's coming back.
Here's
just a lot
the
of
spot
weight.
where it will start going sideways. It's not going to get to
just
shot
not
rock.
quite.
Yep, definitely heavy for that line. All right, so chance for.
Let me give an all houses view because there's sheet D also looks interesting. Red is currently sitting 1. Yellow has a stone nicely situated to cut them, but looks like plan B is trying to figure out a way to get to that button stone.
A lot of guards going on there along that center line.
It's like Cassiopeia.
All right, so some yellow stones in the house on C for a change. Lots of stones, but
1 and 3.
yeah, looks like 1, 3, 4. Competence boost from their one from last end. This is a line that I think is going to curl a lot, so I would be on this. Yep.
Looks like they are.
Looks like.
It's going to be all over yellow guard. Maybe you can get by. Wow, look at that movement.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah, and did you notice the rotation on that rock was very light?
Pretty lazy
So
handle.
right by the time it gets to the far hog line, it will really take off on you quickly.
Kristy wants to get to that back red.
It is juicy, isn't it?
I mean, it's real tempting.
Only problem is just stay outside.
Let me show the house on sheet C.
Oh my
I mean,
goodness.
it was like awful. I can't even tell what was shot rock. Let's see what they hang. I think every rock was in the house or around
Just
it.
about, yep.
It's like red scored at least one.
Over on sheet D, red posted a score of 1 for sure.
Someone just stole a bag from sheet D.
Uh-oh. There's going to be a fight.
I shouldn't say steal. I should say earned.
Earned is right.
That's good. Oh, on sheet C, all of those rocks amounted to 1 for red.
Yep, got to get on there. Keep it straight, get around that top yellow.
Ooh, it looks
Sweet
good.
sweet part.
Yep. Just going to get by.
Oh my gosh.
Very nice.
Brilliantly
Great
done.
shot.
Kristy making clutch shots.
All right.
Red could get 1 if they just nose hit
Yeah,
here.
red just needs to either nose hit or draw full 8 and maybe a little more.
Looks like
go
Jan
for
wants to
draw.
draw.
Yeah, I like that. It's a pretty big area to draw to. It's always a little bit scary to draw against 4, but I have faith in Jan.
I would definitely take that draw over the hit. You
Yeah,
flash
it's
and
way
you're in big
wide out
trouble.
there too.
Yep.
Yeah, or you roll out. Next thing you're like, why didn't I draw? All I needed was the 8 foot.
And again, we
it's
come back to
pretty-
that hindsight.
It's a pretty wide thing. Over on sheet A, what does it look like to you? Who is sitting shot? Because it looks like yellow and red are like right up
Oh,
against
gosh.
the
That would
pin.
need a measure, and I don't even know how would you measure that?
We have a laser.
Can you fit the laser in between them?
I don't know. Well, there is a tool that you can put into the pin that does register like which is closer, or else the skips or Vices or the officials have to like figure that out.
It's going to be
3.
And unfortunately for Jan, they
yellow.
tapped in.
Yeah, the weight wasn't too far off. It was a little light, but just
It's curled.
curled too much on them. They lost the line, and
B and C so far during the spiel has been pretty consistent, large swings.
yeah, I mean, what a turnaround for
5,
Team
6
Yellow on sheet B after going down 4-0.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, that's the cool thing about curling is like never say never.
Yep.
You can come back.
He's got 3 sweepers
All right,
going on
I'm
here.
going to say
Just
it's
to tap it
yellow
back.
now.
Yep. Great shot.
That sealed the deal.
Yeah. Now
Fortunately,
I'm
there's still a
confident
lot of
saying yellow,
rocks to go.
but yeah.
What shot are they?
I think this is a second of Vice, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, it is second advice. Wow. They're another one that has I think every stone. Oh no, except for one on each.
Except for one.
well,
from each team.
yeah.
A lot of weight. Good thing just. Oh.
Well, chiseled off a couple more.
I mean, that yellow is like dead
It is
frozen on
there.
that red now,
Yeah.
so that's not going anywhere.
Yeah, and like the backing is epic. I mean, there's so much behind them.
It's like they're playing doubles. Stack them on top of each other.
It's like the Beltway. It's all piled up.
Yeah. It's rush hour, and
Everybody's trying to
Bumper
see
to
the cherry
bumper.
blossoms.
yeah.
Hopefully they got their layers on.
Come with a thermos of hot tea.
Oh, there's the pin bag.
Oh,
On sheet C.
who took it? Sheet C got it?
Yep. I don't know if they're going to grab it, but. Oh,
They're
they
not
won it
allowed to
before.
have it.
Oh, they're
Oh.
exempt.
Yeah. So if you won it before, you don't
Yeah.
get to win again.
It's like best new artist at the Grammys.
Topper's going around. Looks like there's about 13 minutes left.
We did have a clock up here yesterday, but the computer kept dying and the clock was shutting off.
Oh,
So Topper is going old school with his phone.
well, Not that old school. It's probably a newer phone.
It is an
right?
iPhone, so.
If really old school would be like if we had the clock that's on the wall, like take that.
Sundial.
Yeah.
You have your Casio
Yeah.
wristwatch.
Calculate scores that way too.
That's right.
Oh yeah, here's
Another
another
button
pin.
shot.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm just waiting to see what happens on sheet A.
Me too. I'm like that yellow is not going anywhere, but it can be loosened and go
Definitely.
somewhere with 2 rocks.
Hit it thin with a lot of weight.
Sheets for a second, and then I'll go back to all houses.
That's what we're trying to do.
There we go. So now we have house views of everything.
All right, here we go.
Button bag for red.
Oh,
Okay.
great shot.
So that is
That is
basically as
exactly
thin as
what
you
you
could
want.
hit it.
Yep. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Play it like you're about to miss it, and then instead just pick it out.
Problem is,
of
yellow's
the
just going to put it
4 foot.
right back.
So, well,
But they
who
gotta
do you
do
think
it.
is second? Who's second shot? Is red sitting 2, or is
I think it's yellow.
yellow out counting him?
hard
I
to tell
think
from
it's
this
yellow.
angle.
It is hard to tell, but I would say yellow.
What a great shot, though.
But yeah, wow.
Somebody had their Wheaties this morning.
That's right.
Maybe watch some Nicodine highlights to get some inspiration.
Nice nose hit on from the P-Town Kittens.
And it is so hard to call the line on those because you don't want to call because you're not on the rock yet, but then you don't really want to hit the rock at all. So you have to try like you're about to just miss it, and then
That was razor thin.
yeah, I mean it didn't even move it out of the house. It moved it out of the 4 foot into the 8
Yep.
foot, 12 foot, and that was coming with some weight.
Here's yellows. Looks like they opened things up a little bit.
Yeah, so
They sure did.
took a similar approach, throwing a hit there.
But red has hammer.
Red has hammer, and they're sitting 1
Go for
already.
2.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Don't think there's a shot for more than 2, given yellow is sitting 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th shots. Don't think there's a quintuple takeout with those yellows to
Matt
get
Dunstan
3.
could do it.
Yeah.
Where's Matt Dunstone when we need him?
I know. And I really like that they are choosing to throw the out turn here because of those yellow rocks that are behind the tee as catchers, which could still, count for second shot if you're able to get to them. So, although they're coming down and taking another look, they might change their minds, but I hope not.
Trying to figure out the line.
Yeah. Maybe they're just trying to figure out where to put the broom.
I mean, because it would be terrible if they just zipped right through that hole.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate. I don't want to do the announcer's jinx, but it is pretty risk-free shot because as long as the weight's good, you're not going to run the yellow in the top house into the red. Or will they?
Dun, dun, dun.
Here we go with hammer.
All right, here he comes. Sweepers are
Getting on it early.
Yep. Sweeping for line. Handle is real light.
Yep. Starting to go for weight now.
It's about 1.5 rotations between hog lines, which was really light for this ice.
Oh, they're going to crash on yellow.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, my gosh.
No.
Okay, I think they
still
survived.
one red.
Is it?
But that was
one red.
scary.
Yep, 1 red. Oh, my gosh. Great curling, guys. Super, super impressed. All right, back to our feature sheet.
Got a couple staggered, just off-center guards.
Yellow sits
Yellow
2.
sitting 2.
Kristy wants to increase that to 3. Ooh, look how much ice she's giving.
Yeah, is she asking for them to throw it away, or is she just thinking it's going to curl 12 feet?
Well, given the weight, I feel like she thinks it's just going to curl a ton.
Very
it's
rarely will
narrow.
you ever see someone put their broom on the
It's
sideline.
coming back, but I think it's light.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, get on
wow.
it. Get on it. Get on it.
Wow.
You know, I'm not super surprised that that's a result when you're in that wide of a path.
All right. Well, it just made it right over the hog. So it didn't hog.
No,
That's
it's,
the one
it's
as
a
a
great
sweeper.
guard.
It's about 2 feet over. It's just shy of the 1.
You check your broom head after you sweep on that one, you
Yeah.
see it. Nice.
It's a high guard, but again, it's that yellow rock in the back 4 is, you know, protected from a hit. Janice can draw, have her team, have Carol
Sweeper's
draw.
getting on it
to
early.
it.
Looks light. Really light.
Yeah. Again, they tried to follow that same line,
Yeah.
and it's not a hot line yet. It's really frosty over there.
Just over the hog line. Yeah, about the same exact shot as yellows.
Red just picked the one lonely yellow out of the house that was on sheet C.
See? Sitting
To
5.
sit 5.
Oh my gosh.
Familiar territory for Scott Dunnam and team.
What rocks are there? And then skips rocks on C? Looks like it.
Yeah.
Yep. Their yellow is throwing his first
Yep.
skips rock.
Limited places to hide.
I'm looking forward to Mike Dunnam, Scott and Andy's dad is also playing in this tournament, and there is the chance that they could play against each other, and that is a game I
Dun,
would
dun,
very
dun.
much enjoy seeing. Wow, really wide on this one.
Yeah.
They're way out there.
Yep. Sit as guard.
They're going to have to keep sweeping if they want it in the house.
Sheet C, really, really light.
Oh, wow.
It's a nice guard.
Skips coming in to assist. Just over and
It
up.
actually doesn't look
Wow,
that bad.
look at this.
They'll be able
Keep
to drag
going.
it there.
Don't stop sweeping.
Oh, yeah.
They got that much further than I originally expected.
Yeah, me too. The way that the Vice kind of rushed out to help, I thought it was hogged.
Same.
All right. Red.
Nice throw from
Tap back. Yeah.
from
shot.
Carol.
All right, so Red
Kristy,
is sitting one. So
Kristy's first skip stone. Is that where we're at?
Kristy's first, skip stone. She's content to try and follow that red that's in the back 4 foot and could be in a great position to steal yet again if she can get one in there.
Ooh, and on sheet C, red still sitting 5, and they're going to
About
come
to
in
be
for
Another.
6.
Yep.
I mean,
They
beautiful
said-
draw weight from Scott Dunnam.
Yeah, didn't curl quite as much as I think they had hoped, but no need to complain about
Nope.
sitting 6.
No. Here comes Kristy with her first skip stone.
It's got to move a bunch.
I like this line though; it will move.
It's coming back. Yep.
Yeah, and Jamie's on it. Oh,
He's
the
doing
handle
his-
is really slow.
And yeah,
Touch heavy. Got to move. Got to move.
Oh,
so it's just gonna
jammed.
jam on that back yellow. So red will still sit 1.
Yeah, that is a very unique sweep style, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's like a push.
it's like a. I guess like have you seen like the wet brooms? Kind of reminds me of that. Like on
Yeah, like
the
a
deck of a
squeegee.
ship or something, where like
yeah.
they would like just push the water.
Scrub the deck, me.
Yeah. I'm gonna call it the pirate sweep,
I'm on board with that.
affectionately, of
That
course.
sounds perfect.
Oh goodness, that's lots of red on C.
It looks like they're trying to see if there's a measure in there.
Looks like there's
they're shaking.
handshakes.
All right, so win for Dunnam. Sheet C.
So I'm going to give them 6.
Are they continuing to
No,
No, they are ending, I think.
they're stopping the bleed.
No, they're continuing.
Are they?
Yep, skips are going down the other end.
Oh, yeah, I guess they are.
Well, some people shook hands, so
I think
perhaps
they were
that was
shaking because they thought they were out
Maybe,
of time.
maybe it was
Oh.
congratulations to each other.
maybe.
But yeah, no, the skips are down there.
There's definitely shakes between teams going on there.
Yeah, I don't
I
know
mean,
what
they
they're doing.
have the time and they're here. Might as well
Paid some good money to throw some rocks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
throw some stones.
All right, just calling for the draw here on sheet B. Need full 4 foot. Force red to draw as well.
Yeah, I mean, her last draw wasn't that far off. It was just a little bit heavy. She can take maybe 4 or 5 feet off of it. Should finish nicely.
Sweepers have switched sides, so looking to hold the line, it looks like. With the old pirate sweep, maybe.
That's right.
The pirate sweep.
No pirate sweep
No
here.
pirate sweep.
Nope, he's
Looks like,
on.
oh no, it's light.
Yeah,
Dang.
that's it. May even.
Lost handle, looks like.
Yeah.
Picked
might
on
even
something?
Start to reverse handle. All right, so opportunity for Jan to claw her way back into this one,
Yep.
get 2 here. Is there a way they can get more?
Let me show you the house view.
Yeah?
There is,
Yeah,
yeah,
if
nose.
they clear out
Nose
that
for
yellow.
Yeah,
4.
nose hit for 4. Yeah.
Wow.
Excuse me.
Well, and that would be coming back.
that would be.
That'd put him within 1
I know,
point.
like, I know as an announcer I'm supposed to be impartial, but I want to see it. I want to see it.
Well, I
like
want
close
competitive
games.
curling.
Yeah.
I don't want blowouts.
I want this to be. I want this to be made.
Oh, handshakes over on sheet D.
Didn't see the final score on
I
that one.
did not.
They're asking me what time it is, and I told them it's 2:55, but I don't know the rule.
Yeah. Where's Topper at?
He's down there. He'll probably go out and ring a bell at some point.
He'll tell them what they need to do.
He's kind of standing by the door. So
All right. Meanwhile, oh yeah, baby.
They did it. Yeah.
Let's
nice.
go.
Oh my God, for
All
4.
right. Going
Let's
into
go.
7th, down 1.
Booyah.
Oh,
Okay,
there's
top.
Topper.
Ring the bell.
Are they done? Is that the end of the game? Or since the stone came to rest, can
No
they start
way.
another end?
That can't be how we end it.
I am holding my breath. I don't.
Probably
Just
going to
hurry
have
up
to
and start.
ask on this one because that was
Well, it looks so. But I mean, they did not kick the rocks yet. So I think they're done because I think it has
Was
to
it
be
come to
the
a
other. I don't remember if the rule is that the rock has to come to a rest and then the next one starts, or you have to like be in the hack, like starting the rock.
I don't know, but it looks like they're continuing
going
to
for
play.
it.
So either they've agreed amongst themselves that they're happy to play the last end, given just how close it was, or maybe that is the rule that as long as the last stone has come to rest before the bell rings, that
they didn't
you're
pose
able
a
to
score,
get the
but
last.
it's
a 1 point
9-8.
game.
Yep.
Yep, 1 point game.
1 point game.
Yellow's leading
They
by
may
1.
not have posted the score, but I posted the score.
Yeah, we are on it.
Yellow will have hammer.
We are
so
professionals here.
Gonna have to steal if you're red.
Meanwhile, Scott Dunnam has wrapped the board on C.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they continued playing on that one, but
you know, if you're having a good time, I guess you're having a good time.
Yeah.
It doesn't, you know,
It's true.
sometimes winning and losing.
Because we're having a good time.
Having a good time. That's right. I played in the Pacific International Cup in 2019 in Vancouver, Canada.
Vancouver.
And the team that ended up winning the Spiel, we were losing so bad, and I think third or fourth end, they asked to switch up teams and intermix teams to play the rest of it. So
That's fun.
the spirit of curling. Just keep playing.
Well, I've definitely been on teams before where we've been so far behind that we've asked the other team, like, do you care if we switch who skips? And they were like, nope. So we shuffled our whole team around.
Felt like someone was knocking
Who's
on the door.
knocking? Yeah.
Yeah.
Door's unlocked.
Yep. And will remain so all the day.
I'm glad that we got to play this, at least this, because that would have only been
6 ends.
6
Yeah.
ends. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that they did make an announcement after the first round for everyone, for each team. They were going to cut 10 minutes off of the time clock just because they were so behind. So
It's 100 minutes now.
it's
yeah.
100 minutes now, which is pretty tight. Definitely for 8, but
Yeah.
gosh, you would hope to at least get 7.
I mean, I think the organizers got a little spooked yesterday because the ice took longer than it normally does. And so we started the whole Bonspiel yesterday late, and then things ran late. And so I think he has abbreviated the times.
Yeah, I think late draw started, 45 minutes late or something like that.
Something
I
like
think
that.
there was a 9:15 draw that started at 9:50.
Yes.
Which is quite late for a Thursday night to have a first match.
Which is, yeah, that's not ideal. Let me
Yeah,
tell you,
that's
when
just like
it
normal
started, I was in bed. I had been here all afternoon. I went home.
Now, I guess if red is able to steal one here,
Right.
and it's tied,
It's 1-1.
it will end in a tie.
Yep.
It will end in a tie.
Each team will
ties,
get a point.
Yes.
Okay, so split the points.
Right. There's no last stone draw. There's no
Yeah.
additional ends. It's just you share.
Because for those who may be wondering that are watching, this is pool play, so I'm not sure which pool this is. It might be B or C.
This is
C.
Is it C? Yeah, it is
Yeah,
C.
so this is Pool C. So this is the
Yeah.
second game for all of these teams that are playing. After the first round, the 4 winning teams play against each other, and the 4 teams that lost play against each other. And then after the first 2 rounds, they'll all be reseeded for the final game in the pool. Or I actually don't understand how it works. I might be speaking out of turn. But they may get put into a bracket at that point, or there may be one more game in the pool. I should know because I'm playing in this event. But
but
Me too,
Naomi
but I
didn't
don't
either,
know.
and she was playing as well. So
Interestingly, though, the number of ends you score in does factor into everything for tiebreaker situation.
yeah, because I noticed, so we won this morning, and we scored a lot of points, but we were ranked second out of the 4 teams that won. So
interesting.
I was surprised. And we didn't play all the ends either. So I thought maybe that would.
Well, maybe that's why on
Adversely
sheet C they're continuing to play because they have a hope of scoring more points.
Maybe.
And that.
That's a great point.
Red's doing a pretty good job. They're shot.
Oh, and shakes on sheet A with red scoring 1. So the final score for Broomstones Martin versus Tim Grabowski is Grabowski 6, Martin 3.
So yellow's trying to draw down to red. 3-shot rock. Sweepers are on it pretty early.
Right, this
not
line
moving.
on this yellow one looks pretty good.
It's not moving back a lot, though, surprisingly.
It's a little hot.
Heavy. Yep. Looks like it's going to go through.
All right, so opportunity for red here. They may even be able to steal more than one.
Put up a guard on that same draw path, maybe?
I mean, I would love, yeah, I would either do that or I would tuck one half under that red in the top, top 8,
Guard.
top 12 area. Sinking one right on the pin, frozen on that red is also a great option. The problem is with doing that is you're putting all of your reds in a very small area, which will make it easier for yellow to open it up.
You have to come back a lot.
Yeah, it is, which
stay
may
wide,
not be bad as
probably.
long as it's a guard that's in play. It's going to actually choke off that.
Sweepers
that
doing a
draw.
nice job getting to come back.
Yeah, just not a lot of power.
Yeah,
Lost a
not
lot
bad.
on the edge.
Yeah, there is not a draw path on that side, an easy draw path on that side.
Can't tell if
Might be able to
those-
come through the between the two
Yeah.
reds with like a.
Are those locked
bumper weight.
together?
Like-
Let me give you the house view.
No, there's definitely
There's
space.
about 6 inches.
Yeah. So some space between them. It's.
It's a tough shot.
I like this call from Kristy to open it up.
Yep, asking for control weight.
You have hammer. That rock is definitely hurting you. Might even be able to, you know, pick it out the back right-hand side as we're looking at the screen now.
Applause for those coming off of sheet A in the background. I don't know if you can hear it.
Oh, I thought they were applauding for my commentary.
This is light.
Well,
It's gonna
that too.
overcurl.
Oh, it is late.
Yep. Gonna go right through.
Oh, no. That did not go like she hoped.
Nope.
Yeah. So I would love a tap on that red right here. To tap that into the 4-foot and sit top 12.
Shooter stays.
Basically act like a guard.
Yep.
But to sit 2, because if I'm Jan, I definitely want to try to win. Stealing 1 is great, but I'm not sure where these two teams ranked in the pool. I know they both won their first 2 games. Hammer
Man,
on
that
sheet
is-
C.
Carol threw that really heavy.
Tap
7.
back.
You can hear Lisa
This
yell
guard.
7.
Is it
Tap
going to do
back.
the same results?
Oops.
Similar result.
Don't
They
hate
did
it.
what you
Set
wanted,
up for
Michael.
a double, though.
Kind of.
They did what you wanted, but it more
Yeah,
complicated.
I didn't like the angle that you got tapping, a guard like that.
Yellow's on the button.
It was on the
And
button.
handshakes.
They get the button bag.
And so Dutt
And-
scored 1 more point.
They get the button bag. That's probably why they kept playing.
That, I mean,
Button bag.
Hey, I like it.
They button bag. They get another point for scoring in that end. Final score of 15-2. So we're down to our feature sheet now. 4 rocks left. Just the skip stones after this one comes to rest.
Rock's going to come back.
Well, it's going to chip that red,
Yeah.
which is great for them.
yeah.
Not a bad result.
Yeah. Shot rock is exposed now. So if I'm
red,
if
put it
I'm
back.
Jan, I want to put a guard up somewhere on the center line. Actually, she's looking like she wants to be aggressive here and draw down to that red, which, as I mentioned, is not a bad strategy. Although, if you ever miss it,
Yeah, I think guard is probably the better option here. That's plan B, more likely.
yeah,
Plan B was on sheet D.
yeah,
I see
they're
what
already
you did there.
finished.
Still need to ask Plan B if they about their shirts.
Jan is still looking at the shot from. I wondered where Jan went, and then
she's looking at it from all angles.
Well, it's it's not an insignificant shot.
No. Her team's put her in a great position so far. She wants to make sure to finish strong. And interesting that they're choosing to throw the intern here for the draw, because I'm guessing maybe she's settled on just throwing a guard because the draw path is not really there on that side.
No, right. Not at all. It's got a bit of weight.
It sure does, and it's going to curl a lot on that line. Anything on that 4-foot line just likes to move.
Nope, yep.
Yes, stay on it. Okay.
Wow.
So she skinnied the top red. Couldn't fit a piece of paper between there. To now sit 5. As if she needed to. But the pressure is on.
Yellow here, freeze.
Shot rocks are wide open. So Kristy's going to try to come and hit them.
With some weight, huh?
Probably going to throw some weight. The other trouble is if you do get to the nose on the top one and you are able to double them out, there's not going to be anything behind them. And then Jan can just follow, maybe even get a hit and roll, and then Kristy's faced with a really tough shot for her last.
Yeah, for sure.
So if I'm throwing this rock, I would love to actually hit the top rock a little bit to the right side of the nose to keep that, because that's going to jam on the back one, and then kind of just sit in front of it, shot rock.
Go with control weight.
Control up, what they're calling. I think it needs to curl.
It's going to get just a bit of it.
Yeah, a little bit too much right in the nose.
Yep. So they're still sitting 4.
Still sitting 4. I would love a guard right here.
Yep.
It's going to come down to the last rock, though, which is so exciting.
That's what you want.
This game has had, like, it's felt like it's at times not been close, and then at times it's been, like, really close. So
yeah.
I'm really glad to see that this is how it will come to a conclusion.
Large momentum swings.
Feels like a very similar line to her first one.
It does.
So I'm afraid it's going to overcurl. I don't want them to sweep it for distance because it's already overcurled.
Oh, it's really heavy. Oh, yeah, it's not really heavy. It looks a lot worse.
Yeah, it was heavy if it was meant to be a guard for sure.
Right.
But Kristy's going to have a wide open hit now. She will need to stick around at least in half the 8-foot, a little more than half the 8-foot.
Yeah, I mean, she's going to have to come down and sit right on it.
She has
going for the draw.
A selection of weights to choose from because, I'm surprised that she's throwing this side. I'd be throwing the hit coming the other direction. But looks like she's opting for basically a very similar draw to what Jan just threw.
Oh, now they're looking at the other side.
Okay. Yeah, I like this better.
I feel like it's
because there's more of an opportunity to go too far throwing the intern.
Yep. Oh, is she throwing a hit? A control weight hit?
Looks like it. Yeah. Whew. She's made quite a few of these control weight hits, so I like this call. She can, there's plenty of room there to throw whatever weight she's most comfortable throwing. So she has selected a broom and a weight that she anticipates to throw, and now it's just a matter of hitting that rock and sticking around in the 8-foot. So
you can plan. You just got to execute.
Yep. I'm going to hold my breath for the duration of the shot.
I'll get you if you pass out. Sweepers aren't on it yet. So I'll come back. All right.
It's just going to chip it out and roll out, unfortunately.
No. And that is 4.
So,
And that is game.
so very much a roller coaster ride for the team out of Potomac. Sticks and Stones going up 4 to start the game, then being down 9 to 4 at one point.
Yep,
Score
9 to
4.
4.
And then
Wow. And then coming back to win.
And that is just how quickly this can change.
So final score of 12
Carol,
to 9.
helpfully hanging the score for me to make sure that I counted correctly.
Yes.
yep.
All right. Well, I think that will wrap it up for this draw of the Cherry Blossom Bonspiel at Potomac Curling Club. We will be back on the ice at some point soon.
Yeah, I'll have the
probably
schedule.
30 minutes.
30 minutes. So yeah, feel free to come and join us for that draw later. So have a good rest of your afternoon.
See you, everyone.
All right, bye. I'll be here for a minute.